Welcome to another great episode. Or I like to call them episodes. Only on Kennytalk Radio, WKTE on YouTube. It's the moment of truth. Relationship truth. The moment of truth. Relationship truth. I am the one and only Kennytalk of the Kennytalk Experience, and I am back with another great episode. We're going to drop it today, and it's going to be about a conversation that I was having with a lot of people on social media, and they are ready. People on the edge of their seats. So this one, I'm going to be talking directly to the men. So I'm going to be looking at men right in their eyes. But guess what? Ladies, I need you guys to be the onlookers. I need you to look to see, because I'm telling you, I'm going to drop some game. Right? And at the end of the day, it's going to help, not hinder. It's gonna free your mind. It's gonna liberate you, right? So let's jump right into today. We got the 3 biggest mistakes that men make when choosing a wife. The 3 biggest mistakes that we make, you guys, we make when choosing a wife. I'm gonna jump into it. I'm gonna move kind of quick because I only got a moment of your time. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is, fellas, we choose a woman, or we choose a wife. We choose a wife based on looks. A lot of us choose a wife based on looks. Now, I talk to a lot of guys about, how they feel about marriage and all this kind of stuff. And whenever they actually are describing the wifey type, she's super gorgeous, right? Nice shape. She's shaped the way she wants. I even heard somebody say, if you want the girl with light eyes, then make sure your wife got light eyes. If you want a girl with a nice butt, make sure she got a nice butt. If you want all this stuff, get it in the house. But you have to understand this. I'm not in no way in shape, form am I saying marry someone that's unattractive. But when you make that the forefront, when you make it about that, then you get a woman that's about that. And when you get a woman that's about that, that means that you're going to be super attracted to her the same way everybody else is, right? A lot of other guys, And if a lot of other guys are attracted to her, see, what happens is that this actually leads toward the woman abusing her power. Because when you have a super beautiful woman, she actually understands that she can make men move a certain way because of her looks. The only thing I'm saying is that don't put her on a pedestal based on the way she looks, because she will always use that as her power. And when she uses that as her power, imagine you giving power to someone who's super emotional. When she gets frustrated, when she gets angry, when she gets, whatever, she'll use it accordingly. And a lot of times it ain't gonna be in the best interest of being a wife. That's just keeping it real. Hit me with a tomato later. All right, number 2, that's why it's important. We fail to cultivate. You know what? A lot of men don't even know what they want their legacy to be when they decide to try to look for a woman. They just working an everyday job every day, or they might be getting a little older and they haven't did anything towards legacy all their life, and they decide, I just gonna get me a family and settle down. Right? If you don't have a woman that you can cultivate into the woman that you need to help you build a legacy, then guess what? You're gonna actually fall short. That woman is not gonna understand her purpose by your side, and that's gonna leave her pretty much floating in the wind. She's gonna be unsure. She's not gonna have guidance, right? So it's gonna be real important, fellas, that we learn to cultivate. This woman has to be, you have to look at her and see yourself. If you can't look at her and see yourself, then guess what? You're gonna tip out on her. You might divorce her, you might still be dealing with other chicks, because guess what? You don't actually have that solid foundation, right? So we failed to cultivate it. We gotta do better. Number two, we try to love this woman the way she loves us, or the way a woman loves. Emotionally, we try to cater to her emotional state, right? And if you cater to a woman's emotional state and you always flex in the way you love to try to be this considerate person for her emotional state, I ain't saying don't do it all the time, but there's a balance. We gotta understand that we can't build our relationships or our marriages off of a woman's or the wife's emotional state. We can't feed into that, because guess what? You're only one emotional wreck away from your marriage being in turmoil. you know what I'm saying, for turbulence being in your marriage because she's feeling emotional today. It can't just be about that. We can't love them the way they want us to love them. We have to love the wife the way a man loves. And it's 3 ways. And I heard this guy, Steve Harvey, say this. You know what? I'm just going to keep it real. Give a shout out to him because he made sense. Number 1, this is how you know a man loves you. This is what men do to love women. We profess it to them, we provide for them, and we protect them. Profess it to them, provide for them, and protect them. When I say profess, I don't mean blowing the bugle and running through the neighborhood yelling, "This is my woman." No, that's just for show. I'm talking about looking that woman in her eyes and make her understand that you the one and we ain't going nowhere. We gonna be here together, right? So the more you pretty much love a woman the way a man loves a woman, then you know what, your marriage is gonna be strong, and that's how you know you're gonna have the right woman. All right, I want to drop that on y'all here today real quick. 1, 2, and 3 real quick. I know some of y'all ain't feeling it, but guess what? When I give you the second part, which is going to be the 3 biggest mistakes that a woman make when choosing a husband, put them together and you're going to see the big picture. But bear with me. This is for you. I do it for you. Now it's time for what I like to call the relationship truth of the day. The relationship truth of the day is what I drop on social media, and it's a telegram that was just sent to me. They told me I need to say this one today. And check it out. If you don't follow me on social media, what you waiting on? All right. If the method that you're using when choosing a lover brings the same unfortunate results, there's something about the method that has to change before the result change. We want different results, but we don't want to change the method. Okay? We want different results, but we don't want to change the way we think. We want different results, but we don't want to change the way we move, right? And the way we choose. That's what we got to do. And this is what we got to do, fellas. We got to switch that thing up because guess what? We ain't getting no younger, and it is what it is. Bang! So thank y'all for listening today. It's time for me to drop the final thought on you real fast. And the final thought is a little spoken word that I put together to kind of sum up what we talked about. And it's kind of smooth. Let me slow it down a little bit, right? And it goes a little something like this. A man would never marry a woman that's not committed to sticking with him through all the thick and the thin. But we always seem to marry women that decide when it's time for the marriage that we're in to end, okay? A man would never marry a woman only because of her looks or because of the fact she got great sex. But we rarely label a woman the wifey type if she don't have a nice ass and nice breasts, okay? We will never marry a woman. Never marry a woman that refuses to take care of home, the kids, and the pets. But we marry women every day who fall short of wifely duties that we expect. Right? A man would never marry a woman that's not happy with him. Happy with the man that he really is. But we marry women that make our home uncomfortable to us, but a happy place for her to live. All right? I know it's a mindset change. I know it might be a little frustrating. I know you might want to throw a tomato, but if you seep it in, you know what I'm saying, let it marinate a little bit, it's going to start to make sense. It's going to be the key. And that's what my job is. And that's it. You can go back to your busy day. That's the moment of truth, the relationship truth on WKTE Kennytalk Radio. Remember, share it, because you never know who want to hear it. And I'm out. It's gone.